You completed the books. Not a short
No short
rest.
rest.
You doubled up, everybody read, and it was 30 minutes instead of an hour.
I was just making sure timing.
Cool. In fact,
you were clicking off some longer times than that, and I was just wondering.
I make up for lost time down there, so.
It, however, only takes me 10 minutes to give everyone temp HP.
Yeah, you would have had time to give temp HP between the time you finished reading and the time Olanthus got here. Absolutely.
Beautiful. Love
So
Thank
let's
you.
see. Let's see who needs it. 73.
Vomir.
I need it.
Greybeard maybe got a chunk out of his. I don't recall.
Are we at 15 or 16?
16 now.
All right, 16 for Vamir.
Double +5.
Greybeard is Gucci. Yastri is Gucci.
I wish you could code that.
Yeah, me too. And Gucci. All right, yeah. So everybody's got it. Everybody's got it. And Lulu, she'll have it. Actually, let me try this again. There's been a few updates since then. Let me see if I can punch in 46. Or 50. We're just going to keep her at 50. Since she always gets temp HP. There. Cool. Done. Yeah. And I forgot what I was doing now. Oh, yeah. Olanthus.
Yeah, sorry.
You hear a muffled version of Olanthus as he dismisses his specter bros into the walls around him, waving his hand about.
I know you're here somewhere. Where are you?
RTX or whatever is.
Is it really bad? Is it really bad?
Well, it's just no, what are?
Oh, I don't have RTX on.
I know you're here somewhere. Where are you?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I got the message. I'm just telling you that
Yeah.
because of the effect, the RTX or the crisp or whomever is chopping you off. No idea.
Yeah, I got none of that.
I think I have to talk really slow.
So I know you're here somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, check something right
Send
quick.
him a message. You're not wrong.
Right.
We're here.
We just left.
Right.
We're gone.
Tell us where it is and we'll leave.
Yep.
I mean, there's no reason why you can't send him a message, right?
Well, hold time out. Magical silence. This room, whatever effect is on it, does not count as magical silence.
It does not.
Okay. Yeah, should be good on the materials. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I will, I'll point outside the door to the general vicinity that I know of him from the homunculus.
Yeah. You can triangulate.
You know we're here. We want to talk. Can we talk?
Do you want me to just use my regular voice since it was hard to hear?
Have fun with it if you want, but I just wanted you to know that the effect was clipping.
Okay. It doesn't clip on my end, so I can't hear it.
Yeah. Rock on. Do your thing.
So you
Hey,
said
Henry.
you want to talk.
Yep.
And so he will respond.
Show yourself, and we can talk.
I suggest we stack the journals in a corner that's not visible when we open the door and leave.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I was just gonna. And then
Or,
we'll
yeah.
come back if we want.
Put them in a pocket dimension. We can put them in a bag of holding or something, but just hidden.
That's what her hand will do. Since it's a
I can hoover with my hand.
bag of handing.
We throw the books at her, and they just disappear in the hand. Floop, floop, floop.
Quickly blocks it and just like accidentally sucks them at the same time. Oh.
I send another message and say,
I wonder if you can catch an arrow that way.
what?
I said, I wonder if she can catch an arrow that way.
Into the glove.
Into
Yeah.
the glove. Maybe she takes some levels in monk. Yeah, sure.
We'll practice that in our spare time. Not here. Yeah, I like that.
I just pop him another message and I say, I think we may have similar desires and goals. We will come out and speak with you.
Do you have my possessions?
I don't.
And so it's a telepathic communication. I don't know if he's responding with that or if he's just rah, 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 rah.
He was responding with that. And a little bit of the rah rah rah. He was responding and a little bit of the rah rah rah.
Wow. Technically nobody else is hearing this.
Yeah. Everybody else can hear. He literally is just saying out loud what he's saying to you in your head. So he's just you're sending him a message and you're just saying it out loud.
Okay, never mind. I just sent him a message. Well, we found some writings. I presume they're yours, yes?
Yes. My documents.
I respond back, we have them, they're safe.
We shall talk. Do not harm them.
I respect.
Oops.
Certainly not. I'll just keep them in there.
Just keep him in there.
I'll just keep them in there for the time being. I don't plan on here you
Yeah.
go. That's
Yeah, so I can go. Nah.
Yeah.
right.
Wink.
Books.
He can't get him until he kills you. So.
My hand off.
We haven't.
All right.
I don't know.
We
I
haven't
don't
gotten
know.
to that yet, so I don't know.
No. No, we haven't.
All right. So I tell the group. Well, shall we?
Nods. Nodders. Everybody nodders.
I guess we have to at this point.
I grab Vomir as we're about to step out the door. I presume he and I will be going first. We'll do this the hard way if we have to. Give me a moment if you can. And I step
Okay.
out.
All right. Yoink. You step out. Olanthus kind of dish, dish, dish. Steps a few feet away from you.
How tall is he?
He's probably like 8 feet.
Okay.
Hey, I gotta move out now.
One of those.
I was thinking at least like 10, 12. So yeah.
No,
it's
no, no.
Not so bad.
He's still new, so he's not 10 foot tall.
Okay, fair. Yeah. I didn't.
You had a whole dissertation on that while you were finishing up with Zoe.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I step out. I make sure there's enough room behind me for the rest. I telepathically send my homunculi to watch the next room.
Over there? To the left?
Yeah.
Okay.
To the left, to the left.
To the left, to the left. And Yastra, you're, where do you want to put yours? Anywhere?
Yeah, I'll put mine up in the hallway, up to look in there. Yeah.
Done.
Perfect.
Fucking scouting everybody.
It's pretty wild that he grew that much. Or maybe he was just a mountain old man.
It's the undead powers, I suppose.
Cereal making
Bonding
happy.
with the
He
metal.
grew into the armor. It didn't
Yeah.
meld
Oh.
into him. He just.
It was but a wee little man inside this enormous armor.
Probably was two people stepped on top
Oh,
of each other.
shh.
That's usually
Don't-
kobolds and
Don't let him hear you say that. Don't let him hear you say that.
I didn't say it out loud.
It also doesn't sound like Jasper.
No, it doesn't.
You see,
That's
you
my next character.
he kind of squares up in front of you. It's like, and you see him kind of reach back and he pulls out this flaming sword and kind of sets it into his waist there, holding it, bearing the weight of it. And he looks at you with the other hand and he holds his other hand out.
My possessions.
Can we talk first?
And he kind of holds up his sword and he's like, puts it over his shoulder. He doesn't say anything.
I don't understand.
He's ready to swing you.
He's. That's what I'm trying to ascertain. Was he brandishing it at me?
Yeah,
or was
no, like he just holds it up like over his shoulder, like he had it casually at his waist, and he takes it and just kind of puts it on his shoulder. You're like, can we talk first? And he just kind of like clunks it up over his shoulder, like he's ready to swing it.
What I'm trying to ascertain is this or is this resting?
No, resting. I would have swung at you and hit you.
He's
That's
just
why
prepared.
I
Yeah.
didn't know if he was threatening me with it
Yeah.
or if he had it relaxed.
And my
Both.
High Rider badge is on my chest, by the way.
Your what is on your chest?
The badge.
Cool, cool. Okay.
I mean, we were all wearing them.
Yeah.
So. Listen, we have. I presume everyone's come out by now. For what it's worth. I'm just. They're not technically on the map, but I'm assuming in the time that
Yes.
it's taken me to step out and say that, they've stepped out.
Graybeard and Yashri, did you move?
I would have.
And Graybeard? I'll move you out.
Yep, because
Okay.
I'm having issues.
I'll put you behind the urns, which is the most scaredy cat place.
Listen, we. You're not a fan of your old comrade's current occupation and actions, right?
Harriman, you mean?
Well, him and your boss, your lady.
And he kind of like sniffs when you say that, and flames come out of his eyes and nose.
No, I do not like that predicament at all.
Well, listen, we have some history with your organization, and I point at the badge. We are here because, as I'm sure you are aware, Elturel is here.
Elturel is here. Oh,
Krieg pulled it down.
Olanthus
We're here to free it.
takes a couple steps forward, but you see the fire dim around his head and his eyes as you're saying this to him.
We're here to free it and save the folk that are left. And our only lead to this point is finding the location of the lady's weapon. And I don't know if you're aware of how these creatures here are bound, but, well, to be frank, we've already begun the process of undoing such graceful acts.
you are looking for this sword. My men, so weary here. You must help us.
Gladly. That's what we were planning to do next.
You see him, he takes another step forward. And he reaches his arm out. And he's like right in front of you. And he reaches his arm out and touches. Ooh, look at this. He touches the Hellrider's badge on your chest. Thank you.
You are real.
Aye. We
How
helped.
did you
What?
come about this honor?
This what?
Honor. And he's still like got his finger rested against your Hellrider badge. And you can feel your whole body kind of like move back as he just barely touches the Hellrider badge. Yeah.
Push him back up.
We received it after saving what's-his-face, right? That was why Creed gave it to us. Well, give or take.
Yeah.
Saved
Give or take.
Well, he returned his body.
Yeah.
We found a fallen Hellrider, and we returned his body to your people. We were given honorary status for our deeds. And we were in the area when the town fell, and we, well, frankly, for madness or some such nonsense, got ourselves sent here to try and help them.
You sound as blessed as me and as cursed.
Feels that way at times.
My men, release them. Then I have but one more task, and we will find this sword.
Name it.
You must seek out a demon lord, Costage.
Cross
Ye-
stitch?
Yes. It's cross stitch. The demon lord of cross stitching. Oh, the grandmas that they serve them. For those who don't know,
That's why they all do it.
it's Costage, like Kosth or TCHITCHI. It's stupid. Don't worry about it.
I double S double I.
Yeah.
Come back, I.
This demon lord is imprisoned in Avernus, as are we.
He's bound in the same way, you mean?
Similar, I suppose. Zariel stole his hammer, his weapon. If freed, the demon lord is sure to want his weapon and power back, which would create enough diversion from Zariel, for her eyes are many.
What?
Eyes are many.
I think she's a little bit distracted currently. there's a fella named Shumroth that we were able to free so that he could perform a similar action.
Just so you remember, that was against Bale, which was she had already fucking obliterated and moved past.
Well, he's still in her organization, right? I thought he was labeled as like a lieutenant of her, another lieutenant.
He hates her. He's under her.
Well, regardless, this I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say we already did your job. I'm just telling him we've already created some chaos and diversion.
This could only help, but is not enough.
Do you know where this Kostich?
Yes, cross stitch.
Do you know where they're imprisoned?
Yeah, and he'll point it on your map.
We have a map.
Let me see if I can find it on the map. Oh, do I not have it on the map? Oh, I do have it on the map. Okay, excellent. Yeah, you pull out the map here, and he illuminates that for you. Top right, my friends. And you'll see that fucking butchering of a name there.
Which is
Oh,
near the mirror, maybe?
Yep. Up there by the mirror.
My comrades, you must save now, or I'll purge you myself.
That was the plan.
He takes 5-foot step back, sheathes a sword on his back, just kind of holds his hand out. Flames alight around his arm as he holds it out for you guys to lead the way.
I will lead the way and recall the homunculi to sort of follow us.
Yeah. We're just going to leave your forms where they are for now. Anybody do anything tricky, spectacular, or...
For the record, do I have a read on him?
You know what to do. Roll me that insight. And everybody can hear him. He was the only one talking, but anybody could respond to him. So, if there's anybody else that wants to.
16. Mediocre.
Can you give him his books back?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Do I?
Shaw should give him his book back.
I'm sorry, man. I cranked you up. I'm still having trouble hearing you.
To give him his books back.
Oh, right. You want those books?
Documents.
Right. Yes.
I pretend to pull them out of like a bag.
Okay. As you're doing so, both Greybeard and Zenilor, he seems sincere in the fact that he is like teetering on. He definitely wants your help, and he believes that you guys will help him and his men more so than himself. But also, he will just flat out obliterate you at a moment's hesitation. And you yoink out his papers, his journal, his diary. Hand it over. He kind of reaches out and he's like,
Thank you.
and you see his flames kind of like die down around him as he takes these the journals, obviously his diaries, and he holds them in both hands as he his documents as he walks behind you guys.
Papers, please.
Peppers, please. No. All right, we're gonna do this. Wee. I have to actually follow the paths too, for the most part. And Lulu doesn't have to, and Atlantis doesn't have to. Okay.
So I've been thinking about this. I mean, I could alternate hot and cold cantrips, fire and ice, to try to crack these memorials.
So, as we walk up there, are you what timeout? For a verbal and somatic only, no materials. Is that something I can cast as we walk?
Sure.
Ritual cast.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll begin working on detect magic as we go up and finish it when we get there.
Sure. That's fine.
So
You yeah. So you're still getting that reading of that necromantic emanations, but it is not near as powerful as before.
Okay.
But you feel the power coming directly from the names etched in the stones.
And before it was more like the stones itself or something?
It was the names as well, but it much more abrasive.
Mm-hmm. Well, I tell you what, there's 4 of us and 4 stones. Do you want to see if you can blast it? Joshua, feel free to shoot one. I don't know that it will do anything.
If anything, I'll take my hammer out.
Well, let's avoid touching it.
3-point hammer.
I've been a dwarf this whole time.
Wouldn't touch it.
Your hammer is still you touching it. You're just using an appendage.
Fine, I will try to shoot it.
A bolt is not connected.
It's not gonna do anything.
You know, I've seen.
You shoot it and it just kind of donks off.
Yeah.
I didn't really expect much.
I thought you were going to help, not annoy me.
Oh, we're trying to figure out the right method here. Vanya,
could
do you
do
like
both.
Yeah.
Do I?
He goes, we can do both.
Like a dagger.
I shake my head. And I asked Vamir to see if his force damage is effective with you blast.
I haven't gotten explosive arrows yet. Only poison.
While we wait on that, I'm just going to go ahead and alternate Firebolt and Ray of Frost. Just alternate hot and cold on the stones to see if I can.
Yeah, so you do that a few times. You could maybe get like 3 or 4 rotations of that, and it's not having any effect.
How far apart are the 2 of the things?
The stones? Oops, wrong thing. Don't disregard that. What? 10 feet? 15 feet?
So if I cast Shatter between them, it would hit both of them, correct?
Let me look here. If it's a 15, what is it, a radius?
It's a 10-foot radius.
Yeah, that would hit both. That would hit both of those.
20
Yep,
foot.
10-foot radius sphere.
Would 10 foot get 3 of them or 2 of them?
Let's see. Let's find out. Hang on. 20 foot, you said, or
10-foot. 10-foot radius.
Are the squares on the grid squares the same as are the squares on the floor the same as the grid?
hold up. That's what you. That's 10 foot.
Okay.
Depending on where you put it. But because you can put it like in the fucking weird spots, you know.
Yeah.
But yes, you can get 2 of them with Shatter. Go at it.
Well, see, rules is written. That's square.
Mr. Vamir, are you doing Shatter?
Yes, at 3rd level.
At 3rd level. 10-foot radius sphere, constitution saving throw. Rocks can't do con save, so they take thunder damage or half as much damage. If the creature is made of inorganic materials, such stone, crystal, blah blah blah. Disadvantage. Non-magical objects do blah blah blah. Oh, so I just take a bunch of fucking thunder damage, right?
Yep.
All right. Roll me that damage. $21 damage. You see both of the stones kind of crack and fissure in different spots, but from the base all the way up, you can see like there's this standing and linked connection between the stone and all of the names still there before you. And you see like dust and stone around the names kind of fall down to the ground.
Okay, I am going.
It started to crack, correct?
So it looked like it fissured and cracked, and like even chunks fell out, but nothing around the names was touched, and it still has like its base going up to the names, but you see like little parts around the names and stuff that fell out.
I don't have dispel magic.
I'm not good in this situation.
They're not metal, are they?
No, they're stone.
Sorry, babe.
Check.
He's metal. He's full of metal.
We'll get.
I know
there.
you. I know you've been dying to use that spell since you first got it.
You used it like once.
We'll get there if we have to get there. Don't worry.
I'm pretty sure he's immune to fire though.
Well, probably. We've got options. Actually,
Vamir and Greybeard, roll me Arcana checks.
Vamir?
Actually, just Vamir. Roll me an Arcana
Me?
check. Yeah, you're the one that cast the last spell.
But I suck at Arcana.
Well, maybe you should stop casting spells and just use them for smites then.
No kidding. 20.
There you go. See, that's what we're looking for. All right. You get the feeling that this is not a problem that's going to be solved by magical means, and it's probably you just need to mark the names out in a physical manner.
Yeah. So about the time that he was trying to figure this out, I would have gone ahead and cast. Yeah, fuck it. Animate objects on a bunch of silver coins.
Mm-hmm.
So I will do that, and I will send the coins. I have 10 of them. Yep, 10 of them.
The puppeteer.
I have 10 silver coins that I'm just gonna send over there to start like fucking attacking the name.
Sure, yeah, it works. Use silver coins, just battering this name. And you quickly get one name erased.
Does it appear? Does removing the names now appear to have any impact on my silver coins?
I mean, you're beating the shit of your silver coins against the stone, so you'll wear them out pretty quick. But you notice with your detect magic that aura, that necromantic emanations from that name is like ching broken as you destroyed the name.
Are they taking magical damage from attacking them?
No.
Okay. Well, I have a minute's worth of that, so 10 of them in a minute. I don't know how you want to do that.
You could probably get a minute's worth. You could probably get a whole in memoriam done. Couple hundred names or whatever.
The one to scouse, by the way.
Do what?
I shoot in with the one to scouse.
You
As I moved away.
have to roll what is it? Charisma save? The easiest one for him to pass.
Chaw save.
I think it's Cha. Will you tell us?
Yeah, it's charisma.
Okay. We're basically looking for a knack. Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
20.
Felt
Plus,
like
you
it.
did it while you were standing beside
No, I
me.
didn't. I moved away.
He moved away. He's over here.
You said you did it as you were moving away.
I made sure to move that way before I did it.
So I have vials of acid that we could try on these as well.
I wouldn't bother. So Greybeard, do you want to just try the old-fashioned way? Or Vamir?
Sword and start edging out names.
You start.
So low on health.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
He's not.
Full and he's
Oh,
at
that's
10
right.
HP.
Yeah, because you did your.
You juiced him up. Juiced him up.
I juiced him up. So, is there any reaction as soon as he?
No, there's no he takes no necromantic damage as he starts etching away into these names, and he kind of, I guess I would assume Vamir would look back at you guys and be like, let's get to work, you know, as he starts.
I've got 2 daggers. Just.
I've got some fucking. Actually, you know what I've got? Hold on. I've got some random, fun, mundane shit.
Hammer and
I have
chisel.
a sledgehammer.
All right, you tell me what you guys are doing, and I'll just be like, okay. So you just let me know.
I'm gonna take a sledgehammer and like a piton and just fucking annihilate shit.
All right, sledgehammer, Peyton, and Yastru's taking double doogies.
That sounds like a great way to pull in a
Alright.
dagger, but
I've got like 5.
You're juggling him up in the air as you're attacking him. You make
I'll use a standard dagger as well.
Cool. Taking dagger, just scraping away at these names. And Vamir, you're just going at it with your sword, probably, right?
Yep.
As you guys are hacking into these, you can see these names kind of like, you make a small little indentation into them with your weapon, and they kind of crack across. And at least Zinil or whoever has detect magic can feel that emanation kind of burst and float off into the nether. And you guys quickly make work of all these. And when you guys finish, you see all these ghosts are starting to appear around you guys. More than I can fit in this area. But I guess I'll copy paste a few. Huh?
because there's like a couple hundred.
Yeah, there's a couple hundred, but I'll paste like 20 or 30 in there to give you an idea of all the different ghosts that start appearing as you're, and they're in like various forms. Like,
is there any differentiation between them?
yeah. I mean, they're all different people. They're all different people, men. They're all men and women that have been hell riders, you know, and they're all standing there. And as they appear, they're all like, they look at Atlantis, but they're not in fear as they look at Atlantis. And you see each one as they appear, they kind of like take a knee, they give Atlantis a salute, and they start to fade away. Each one.
Do I ever see the one that I talked to?
Yeah, you can see him. Sure, no big deal. Yeah.
Can I try to catch him before he disappears?
You sure. You see him. He appears. He salutes Atlantis. He starts to fade away, but you can see him. He's like 15 feet away from you.
Friend.
Yes, friend.
Thank you for your assistance. What is your name?
Jephiam.
Jephiam.
Thank you, Jephiam. I will remember your help.
Thank you.
If we're successful, I'll ensure that your name is rumored somewhere.
Peace is enough.
As he fades away. And so this continues for several minutes, and Atlantis, you see him kind of walk back up to his room. He leaves the door open. He just kind of pushes in. You see him set his journals down in there and close the door behind him as he walks back in, as all his men are appearing and disappearing. And I'll slowly remove these guys. Atlantis.
Thank you.
Did you delete Vomir?
Yeah, we'll bring him back though. It's easy to bring Vomir back.
Vision went away.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
There you go.
Sorry, that was funny. It just went dark all of a sudden. I was like, shit.
I can't see damn thing.
I mean, I got dark vision, but you know.
I got teleported to the material plane for a second. What
Is
happened?
out of here.
Ah. If only. That would be
My
the worst.
Damn it.
Hey, on that note, hey, are you good till 11? You said, right? You're good till 11.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we're getting a book tomorrow, everyone. A new book. So I don't know what it's going to be, but
Booker D&D's making an announcement.
it's a book. It's a new book tomorrow. So
I know they teased something about further Ravenloft shenanigans today.
that would be shitty if it's just another Ravenloft like plus and they're making it a whole new book thing, because it is a new book they've had.
God, 2.0.
Yeah, which they've already released. So I don't know why they would make it a thing.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, they teased something about Ravenloft, which I'm 99% sure was the area that Strahd happened in. So
It's
prequel, sequel.
it might just be a book of undead shenanigans.
Could be.
Yeah.
We're still in hell.
Still in hell. On that note, Atlantis.
My men, thank you for releasing them from torment.
Would have done it, whether you asked or not.
What he said. It needed to be done.
Forgive me, but kindness is not something you run into here.
As we've noticed.
We've been told that already.
A bit hellish down here, one could say.
Your goals are what?
Primary goal is freeing Elturel. But the only lead we have is that weapon. And Chad has slept way too many times to remember why it was important.
Take Ultra back to the prime material plane. It's on the questing page.
Well, yes, that is the goal.
And Lulu speaks up.
I mean, if maybe if Zariel's, if she's like Atlantis says, if she's got some good in her, maybe the sword will help bring it back. If it's a piece of her past or something, or at least maybe it help me.
Atlantis, do you remember Lulu? She was apparently a companion of Zariel's, but she took a dip in the Styx.
A dip. Yes, I remember the mighty mammoth. That was by Zariel's side.
Told you, Lulu.
I don't feel that big. You mean I was real big and mean?
You were big
I point to the painting.
and loyal, but never mean, never evil.
That's right on brand.
I don't know.
We were able to work with one of the hags to get some of her memories back. That's how we knew about the blade. But sounds like you two go back.
As far back as I can remember, but time is a fleeting thing here.
Well, let's see if we can make it less fleeting for those who are currently stuck hiding in High Hall.
Yes, you must do what you can.
Once we've hopefully been successful in freeing this cross-stitch,
Return to me here.
come back. All right.
I will be awaiting you outside of the crypts.
Very well.
And then
Well,
I shall point you in the direction to find the sword.
if we must face her, do you think you could aid us?
You wish to face Ariel, do you mean?
Well, we have to confront her at some point, presumably.
You wish me to battle my liege and captor?
Well, I'm hoping that if we have this blade, perhaps another old friend in addition to Lulu and her weapon might be another anchor point in persuading her to stop this madness.
Roll me persuasion with advantage for reading the journals. Because you know he has a spark of good in him.
God damn. I'm glad I had advantage. Because this die sucks.
Oh, oh no. Oh no 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 no.
But regrettably, my total is 23.
23.
You hope to spark something good, Ariel. Yes.
She must care about Elturel. She must care about these Hellriders to have made this crypt. One of your spirits, Jephiah, said as much. I'm hoping we can, if nothing else, convince her that Elturel does not belong here.
And you can see him kind of like he's not necessarily grimacing, but you can see him like having an internal fight with something. And he kind of like turns around and he slams his fist into the wall. He's like, whoosh. He's like,
I want to help. But the bounds.
and you can slowly see like his fire turn like a light greeny blue.
As opposed to orange?
As opposed to orange, red, yeah, yellow.
Has it been orange red this whole time?
Yeah. And he turns around at you and he's like,
I think I can help you. May the time come. But you must call upon me or I will not know.
Can do that. I mean, I'd love to somehow redeem her, but first and foremost, we must get Elturel out of here before anyone else passes. We left a small crew there with what hope we could. Try and save the poor citizen.
I doubt in my state I can fight Zariel due to the bounds. But I may be able to help in other manners. We shall see.
We fight when we must, but usually they give me a chance to talk to people first.
I see. Were you to steal anyone else's documents, I suggest you talk to them about it first. Next time.
That totally fair. We didn't know where you might or might not be, but good feedback. Thank you.
He about faces and starts to walk back to his room.
Did that green and blue seem more menacing and evil? Or
Subdued.
Okay. That was more of a reduction.
Yep.
We shall return, Atlantis. Thank you.
I shall await your summons. Or my ladies.
As he walks away to his secret room. Slowly. Takes several minutes, because he's a very slow walker. As you guys watch him for a couple minutes.
Very
cl-
secret.
Then he closes the door.
Well,
For some private time.
You guys didn't
just
find
enough time to get outside and make another roll.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Somebody else want to make the roll today?
I don't want to roll the D4 or D4s.
I think it's a D8 though, right? Because you know where it is.
Maybe a D8. We know of it.
We know
right?
of it, but we've not been there.
That's a D8. Been there is a D10. A D8's a know of it, and D4s you have no idea.
Okay.
I can do him if I was.
Tchotchke's maw. There it
Yeah, that cross stitches. Yeah.
I like
Cross it-
tchotchke.
is. Cross stitch and tchotchke are both my new favorite terms. All right, hey, I'm happy for someone else to roll the dice. But
Let's,
I'm really happy to do it.
I don't think Amy's done it yet. Have you?
I don't think she has.
All right, give us a roll there.
I'm gonna use my 2 metal ones. A 3 and a 6.
Excellentia. Excellentia. Let's see. What do we want to do here? It is 10:45. So you guys can make it to Cross Stitches Mall. However, do you guys want to crunch through as much as we can? You want to figure out a little bit more about what you're seeing here? Or you want to pause?
Maybe just give us the description and we'll see if anybody has questions and maybe
All right.
that'd be a good stop.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So you guys tear throughout Avernus. You do not cross the sticks, given the weirdness of Avernus. Let me activate
Doesn't
this.
exist.
Let me activate this here.
Hell is weird.
There we go. Look at that. There we go. You guys probably need to zoom way the F out.
Okay. That was big.
Oh, look at me. I accidentally clicked on the Hell Wasp nest. Let me go to the correct notes here. Silly me. Oh, okay. There we go.
I have a feeling that's coming when we roll a doubles one day.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to get stabbed through the torso by a foot-long stinger.
I'll
You
peel
only
back.
live for a minute.
I'll peel back the curtain here a little bit. It is possible on a bad roll, but it was also directly connected to another path that you guys could have gone across, which you guys didn't happen across that path, and you guys were on a different path. So we may not run into it.
On the Harriman path.
It may or may not have been directly connected to the Harriman path. So you guys,
Harriman?
Harriman, Huzaman,
Sauron.
Sauron. It's
Sorry,
Saruman.
I have a family that lived in Harriman, so that's every time you say.
Oh yeah,
Harriman,
then it's definitely Harriman. We'll just say it like that because it's definitely where your family used to live. You guys pull up, Hellrider tearing through the terrain. You see, arriving at this location, a dark chasm gapes between crumbling volcanoes that spew lava and smoke into this hateful sky that you guys have been under for so long. The air trembles with the bellowing of some monstrous creature in the dark depths of this chasm. Chasm.
It's another mile-long chasm.
It is not a mile long. It is 500 feet deep.
Sarcasm.
Sarcasm. Yes. It can now.
Sarcasm?
I think I wrote on here to see 500 feet. Let me see if you guys can see that. You cannot. So let me reveal that to my friends here, so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Where are we looking?
And
There it
I'm
is.
gonna draw you a little a little entryway for the down yonder area, as well. There we go.
If we want to go down it, like the Grand Canyon.
We have to cross it, and then we can go down it.
You have to cross it and go down it without touching the bottom, because the bottom is lava.
Well, I can cross it. Don't know about you losers. Me and Lulu can.
You
Oh,
guys-
We
how far-
ascertain whether or
Well,
not he could.
Yeah, she can fly too, so.
Is it
How
dark
far is
enough for Yasmin to fly?
It is not dark. You are outside.
It's always dark enough. She has darkness spell.
This is true.
Do what?
Since always dark enough, you have the darkness spell.
True. How far across is it?
Well, I mean, it varies. 35, 40, 35 to 40.
I can't read it from here, so.
It's about 35 to 40.
Across?
Yeah. Yep. Give or take.
Did we determine whether or not he could carry someone whilst
I
flying?
cannot.
He cannot.
Unless they're
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
Not even at half speed?
It would be a hasteful descent. You could probably float downward and maybe not take damage, but definitely not fly around at any kind of you know what I mean.
I mean, we have options. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to figure out which ones require resources and which don't.
I have a fun idea.
I love fun ideas.
Chad will hate it, so it's fine.
Chad is not here. Xenolor is here. So
Then will hate it.
There's a lot of similarities there.
That's funny.
I can teleport one person with me.
Pew pew.
Dimension door.
Well, I mean, there's polymorph, there's dimension door. I have fly for my weapon. We have options.
You guys hear bellowing from out the chasm here.
Free me! Bring me my hammer!
So, I understand that as far as vision technically sorta kinda goes, there's weird 100 or 60 foot or whatever, but like, if it's light outside,
Yeah.
there's lava down there,
Yeah.
I should be able to see something. Is there
No,
a
because it's
building?
500 feet below you. The entry is way down low, so you could at most see just like a couple feet into the entryway there.
The entryway? What do you mean?
Cause like it goes down 500 feet, right? It's a huge chasm here, and then where I've
Yeah.
drawn that little square, the rectangle there,
Yeah.
there's an entryway for like a cave.
Oh,
And that's where it's-
I thought you were identifying the path down.
No. And that's where you hear like this emanation of voice kind of echoing out. Sorry if I didn't say that. I may have not said it.
Misunderstood.
Echoing out of that area.
Misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah, that makes more
Okay.
sense, doesn't it?
Well, it tells me much more about options.
Yeah. Yeah, and the whole bottom there is fucking flowing lava. So you definitely don't want to go below that and
Can I-
touch.
Can I see
Mhm.
where this cave is?
Yeah, you can see the entryway if you were to like go up around the edge there. Oh.
Yeah, I
whoops.
mean, I'm assuming we've
Yeah.
gone to the edge.
Yeah, I mean, you can totally see it. You just can't see really into it because it's so far down.
Not into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not asking to see
Yeah.
into it.
Absolutely, you can see it. That's where the little rectangle is.
Okay.
Lights.
And I guess what I'm getting at is it? Can I tell rough proximity to the lava?
It's probably like 5-10 feet above the lava.
Okay.
That was real far down.
Yeah, it's all the way down. Yep.
All right, Timber. See what you can see.
You're sending the homunculus down there. All right. All right. Roll me stealth. Okay. And I'm gonna copy your guy here. I'll leave him up there. I'm gonna put your guy down here. I shouldn't update anything yet. Perfect. It didn't. All right. We're doing an experiment here to see what we can do here. So let's see what this does. All right. So experiment. Right click. Bear with me while I try to get this to work. I have a layer. Okay, here it is. All right, here we go. Aha! It worked.
The fuck?
Okay, that worked. So I'm happy with that. All right, cool. Now, the chasm. The chasm. Looking in here, you see a large cave. You see various holes, like lava tubes and stuff all the way around it. You see this large ogre giant looking thing in the center, bound by chains. You hear him bellowing, the free me, bring me my hammer, over and over as you're just kind of hovering right there in the entryway.
Does he have like wings or anything, or is he just this big old fat dude?
Does he have a what?
Does he have like wings or anything? He's just a big old fat.
He's a big old fat dude. He is a big old fat dude. Like essentially, I like the way you said that because that's essentially what he is. Yeah. It's like a 10-foot deep, 80-foot diameter pool of black tar-like substance that cross stitch is stuck in there, chained up.
Does it appear to be the same substance that's at the sides, or is it only in the circle?
Just in the circle. Just in the circle there in the middle. The rest is like lava-derived rock and remnant.
And does, as he's sort of peeking in there, does he see anything else? Any other creatures?
Roll me a perceptione from your boy, which is a 10 plus 0.
What?
The perception for your homunculus, I guess, is just a...
Oh, his bonus. I see.
Yeah.
He does have a dark vision of 60 feet, if it matters.
No, we can see fine in here. We can see fine.
13 flat.
13 flat. No, you don't notice anything or hear anything. The only thing that strikes your mind as you're kind of like gazing through his eyes and his existence is that those lava tubes and stuff that are entry into here around the edges of the tunnel could fit someone like you. So you don't know if something could be hiding up in that or not.
All right, when you say lava tubes, what are you referring to? I don't...
lava tube is like where lava would flow through the earth. And it can be anywhere from as super tiny or ginormous as a house. But basically they're like tunnels. Think of like a wormwood bore that would come out into this. Yeah.
Well, I guess what I'm saying, like, is there like 100 of these? Is there like 2 of these?
There's a lot of them. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah, of all varying sizes. It's like this was carved out of like an existing lava flow that had a bunch of these already, bubbles and stuff. And you don't even know how deep some of these are. So...
Okay. And at this point where he's at like the top of this cave, kind of looking down or whatever, is the heat uncomfortable?
For your homunculi down there?
Yep. I don't know how big the tunnel is, but he would be as high up as
I don't think so. Someone may be more mean than I don't feel like that's something we need to worry about, unless you're falling in the lava.
Well, that's
Yeah.
one thing. That's when you lose a foot, and
Yeah.
then we go find a carrot.
Yeah.
We don't have-
Yeah.
Sorry, campaign one. Okay. Well, I guess I'll recall Temeraire.
Okay.
Tell everyone what he saw. And, between, like, driving here and hanging out here,
Sure.
is there a short rest to be had?
You can't do it while you're driving, because I'm not giving you exhaustion for driving. So,
Okay.
if you want to hang out and get a short rest, you guys can do that. That's no problem with that. That's what you want to do.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having my inspiration back. I don't
Yeah.
think we need it for health. I don't know what Vomir's spell
spell
slots
slot.
look like.
Now you.
I did use a spell slot for that, so I'll get it back.
Okay. Yeah. So let's.
It's up to you guys. I don't have to have it. It would be nice to have, but it's far from necessary. We don't have anything currently breathing down our neck that we're imminently aware of. But beyond a spell slot for you, potentially a spell slot or two for Greybeard, my inspiration. I don't know if we get much else.
Do it. Short rest it up. Well, what we're gonna say is 3 hours from when you guys left. In total, from when you guys left the crypt, and I don't have in my notes what fucking time it was. So
We started the day
early, right?
Do what?
It was early too, right?
It was an early day.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we did locate object, like first light, basically, and then we went to the crypt.
You went to
like-
the unicorn because you failed the roll, and then the crypt.
So I don't know how long it took for that travel, but
We'll-
we stayed there for like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, we'll just say it's 1 o'clock. We'll say it's
like midday.
yeah. We'll say it's 1 p.m. now after your short rest.
Okay.
On our day of whatever day, 3 or 4, 5 day of travel or whatever.
Yeah, something.
I've actually lost track.
I never had track.
Ugh.
So
But yes.
that.
Yes, so everybody short rested up. Everybody should have their temp HP punched in still. Perfect. Everybody do their spell slots.
Yep.
And Xenilor, you're oh shit. I copied Lulu again. That's so weird. I must have it in my like control C stuck.
Your clipboard, yeah.
Yeah. Your homunculus gets this mental message as we wrap up tonight. So do you get this mental message from Cross Stitch. Directly from Cross Stitch. Oh, I see what you're saying. Indirectly, because your homunculus is getting it, thus you were getting it as well. But Cross Stitch is like,
You must free me. You're so close, I smell you. Release me.
I will encourage. I will tell him to telepathically reply. That's the plan, friend.
That's the plan,
Or
friend.
I don't know if this is like message or something else. So he will attempt to.
yeah.
reply.
He attempts.
Smell you too.
Smell you too. You just hear back and just screaming and all different. He's screaming in giant and abyssal. He's just screaming over and over, "Release me! Release me! Release me! Release me!" He just goes on like a tirade. And that's where we end our session today, my friends.
He needs a timeout.
You guys are fixing to release him from timeout. Maybe.
I've been in a timeout for a hot minute. a really long time out.
That's a hot minute timeout. Oof. Good night, Bubby. Thanks for hanging out.